All right, guys, welcome to Diamond Zone Tuesday edition. We are all getting very crazy now for the holiday, and I have a philosophy, and my philosophy is every day is a holiday when you're in multi-level marketing. And what I mean by that is this. See, when I worked for somebody else, right, you would look forward to the holiday. Okay, and here's why. Because it was really your only day, right? Sometimes the place you worked closed. But I have a philosophy that as long as I'm around people and when you enjoy the journey, okay, you could do this business anywhere, anytime, with anybody. So I look at Thursday as an opportunity, right, to get around people. Now, they're going to be negative people because it's my family, and I'll get to that in a second. And that is not being mean. That is just a fact, okay? And that's why I've chosen, right, network marketing. And that's going to be one of the points I make today. So before we get started and I get on my rants, let me first of all make sure everybody is reminded about what is going on today. As you know, we do our business presentations Sunday through Thursday. Can you see that, Mary? Thumbs up? Okay. And today, on Tuesdays now, you know the company has taken over, the business opportunities. We do them Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Tuesday. Now the presidential millionaires are doing the business presentations. So I just want to make sure everybody here knows what's going on. Today at 12 and 6 Pacific Standard Time, okay, is Mr. Mike Sims. Phenomenal leader in the industry, multi seven-figure earner. And this is the gentleman that made the decision to leave that type of income and join World Global Network. So you talk about, we came from another company too. And when we did that, we had to do our research. So when you have people like this, iconic in the industry, leaving and coming over to World, it's telling you something. And I just want to make sure you all know that it is not this web address. Every other day, it's World. What is it? What is this one? Whatever you're on right now. I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, but today, make sure you know it is on worldgnonline.com. worldgnonline.com. If you go to diamondzone.world, you won't see the presentation. Okay, and I know that's the only day it's confusing, but there was no way I cannot link this to that site for whatever reason. So please make sure, guys, promote the hell out of this event. Listen to Mr. Mike Sims, different presenter. You may take a different nugget away from how he does the presentations, but I'm always learning, always. You will always see me front and center, no matter anybody with experience in this business, I know I could grab a nugget from. And that's why Eric Worre's GoPro is so powerful for me and Lisa, because we always want to get around the heat. And today you'll see that with Mr. Mike Sims. So please make note of that. That is something that's going to be very, very special, I think. And what I'm going to talk about today, guys, and I'm just going to put this up here. It just has my cliff notes. We were talking right before this call, and Mary was talking about, really, and I won't go into that particular story, but the power of your decision. The power of your decision that you make, everybody, that you've already made. You got to understand the decision you made is a multi-million-dollar decision. And here's what I mean by that. We all know, because you've seen it almost every time I do a presentation, we all know what we have to offer people. But let me ask you a question. If you had to put a value on what we have to offer people, what would that value be? Have you ever thought about valuing your opportunity? Think about it. If a McDonald's franchise demands $1.2 million for their franchise, that's the value they put on the franchise. Do you know 60 years ago the value was $3,500? Why? It wasn't proven. This is a fact. $3,500, and they couldn't give them away. Have you ever seen the Ray Kroc story? You should watch that movie, the Ray Kroc story. Okay, now today, proven system demands 1.2 million for the franchise. And they tell you if you own that franchise, you could earn from $150,000 to $180,000 a year. That's a fact. Now, obviously, some locations outperform others, but in general, the average McDonald's franchise owner earns $150,000 to $180,000 a year. Okay, but the value they put on it was 1.2 million. What's the value of what you have to offer? Okay, so let's look at some of the results. Let's not look at your results because you're not there yet. But if you could point to other people's results, would that not increase the value of the same opportunity you could offer people? See, you have the same opportunity to offer people than I do. You have the same opportunity to offer people than Mike Sims does, or Chad and Natita, or Nat and Chanita, who made $8 million in 10 months. Think about the value of their business. Just stop and think. It's kind of mind-boggling. If you go 10 times earnings, right? If you go 10 times earnings, like McDonald's does, what's their business worth? What's the value? 80 million? Do you understand? I want you guys to get your head right. Do you understand you have the same opportunity to offer others than Chanita and Nat? It's the same thing. You just have to understand the value of it. You know how you're interpreting the value based on what you've earned? No. No, because none of you have accomplished the goals you have set for yourself. But let me ask you, have you set these goals? And I'm going to go through that. Okay? But let me share with you where it starts. The strongest force in a human personality is the need to stay consistent. This is key. Consistent with how we define ourselves. Consistent in how we define ourselves. I am what? When you think about yourself, I am what? Think about it. Just today, I am cold. Okay, then you're cold. I am sick. Then you're sick. My kids hate me. Okay, because I told this story once before. Okay, every time my kids said they're sick, you know what I say? If you say you're sick, you're sick. What do you tell yourself every day? I'm tired. Think about our conversations with ourselves. I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm cold. Okay, I want to get involved with you. So you're out there talking to people, and your mind, you're telling yourself, I'm sick, I'm tired, and I'm cold, and now you're talking to me. You don't think I sense that? I am what? I am strong, I am confident. Is that a different way of telling yourself who you are? I think someone said it, Kat said it. Kat said it right before the call. The excuses are all around us. It's easy to find the excuse. Those are a dime a dozen. You know what's hard to find? Not to find the excuses. It's hard to find what? The reasons why you should be successful. That's hard. It's hard to find the positives. My gosh, you turn on the news and you get your body language just goes like this. It's crazy what we talk about today. Negativity sells. Negativity sells. But I'm not going to feed into that negativity. I'm just not. But I want you guys to identify. And I want you to change your thinking. Tell yourself, I am what? You're confident. That's what you are. You made a decision to change. You're strong. Okay, you have this unbelievable personality. You're in shape. Even though if you're not in shape, I'm getting to my point to where I'm in shape. Whatever that is, I'm energetic. I'm a leader. How about that one? Can you guys say that to yourself? I'm a leader. I'm going to show you today how to tell yourself you're a leader. just by doing some very simple things that most people will never do. And this is what I want you guys to understand. It's not the results. The thoughts come before the results. Thoughts determine what you want, but action determines what you get. Remember that. Thoughts determine what you want, but action determines what you get. And your thoughts that you put in your head determine your actions. Well, if I'm cold and I'm tired and I'm sick, what do you think your actions are going to be? You're going to be curled up on the couch with a blankie, with Dayquil, right? And you're going to watch what? The parade. No, that's what you told yourself. You got to tell yourself you're a leader. And let me tell you what leaders do. Okay, leaders, number one, break through their comfort zones. Leaders understand the journey that they take, no matter what that journey is. I'm going to go off camera here for a second just to save some of the bandwidth. Okay, the journey that they're about to take, it's going to be a struggle. Can I please tell you guys everything? Something, expect to struggle. So what? If this was easy, everybody would be wealthy. Expect to struggle. What is wrong with that? Let me ask you a question. In what you've done your whole life, did you struggle? My dad struggled every single day of his life. He worked in a machine shop. Got up at 4:30 in the morning. He was out the door at 5, okay, and he worked till 4 o'clock that day. Every day, 11, 12 hours a day. If he got overtime, and God knows, if he got overtime, he was excited. Why? He got double time. Machine shop. Now, was that struggling? Of course he struggled. Of course there were challenges. But what he chose could never let him get to where he wanted to go. But you know what? I have nothing to say bad because that's all my dad knew. That's all he knew. But see, sometimes we choose a way in our life where we've chosen to struggle, but come over here we struggle. We say it's not working. You don't think it was a struggle for my dad to get up at 4:30 in the morning every day? You know my dad never made over $30,000 in any one year? $30,000. Now here I am growing up. I didn't know any different. Kids don't know any different. Here's all the kids know. Your parents love you. That's all they know. But I didn't realize some of the things going on behind the scenes till I got older. It was crazy, some of the things that I found out later in life that they were going through. Did they struggle? So we got to put struggle in perspective. But I want you guys to understand there's certain things that you have to do. Number one, as a leader, you have to employ yourself. You are employing yourself. Now, I could go a lot of different ways with this one. Okay, first of all, would you hire you? Would you hire you? Based on what you know you need to do in this business, would you hire you? And would you still be employed 90 days later if you hired you? If it was a traditional job and you're being held accountable, right, to doing our 3-step program, would you still be employed? And if I put a quota on you, a basic quota of bringing in 4 people a month, would you still be hired? Do you see that? You see the switch? Wait a minute. I've employed myself, but yet, and I'm talking to me now. I'm not even talking to all you. I'm talking to Jeff. I employed myself, and guess what? Myself was doing nothing. But since I was the employer, I wasn't going to fire myself. So I would tell myself every day, I'm doing good. But if I was being held accountable like Bally's held me accountable, guess how long I would have lasted in network marketing? 60 days. because that's all I kept my employees for. If my employees that I hired at Bally's didn't perform in 60 days, hit their quotas, out. But I wasn't going to fire Jeff. So first thing you have to do, employ yourself as if you were paying yourself based on what? Based on your goals. And we'll get to that in a second. This is a switch that really helped me. Yes, I'm employing myself, but I need to make sure I understand who my boss is. And this is when I really started to be productive. You know what my boss was? My calendar was my boss. My calendar. But who had to fill in the calendar? I did. It was the fox watching the hen house. That's what it was. It was the fox. I was doing my own calendar. So guess what my calendar said? You want to hear my calendar? Some of you've heard it, but it's the truth. Right? 8 o'clock, take kids to school. 8:30, come home, make breakfast. 9 o'clock, go to the gym. Come home at 3. Yeah, oh yeah, this is my schedule. Oh yeah, a steam room, sauna, workout, massage, have lunch. Oh sure, I'm employing myself. 3:30, 3 o'clock, pick up the girls from school. 3:30 home. 3:30 watch cartoons with the girls till 5. 5 o'clock glass of wine. 6 o'clock have dinner. The whole day go by. That was my calendar. Let me ask you a question. How much money do you think I earned with that calendar? And I told you the story before. That's when Lisa said, after 2 years of employing myself without holding myself accountable, she finally said, get a job. If you're going to treat this like you're treating it, get a job. And that's when I broke out in a sweat. Try not working. Try not working. I'm telling you, you become unemployable in this business. But then I put together my calendar of productive money-making activities. It changed the course of my multi-level marketing career. Change it. Your boss is your calendar. So we have to help you set your schedule. We got to help you. You got to set your schedule, guys. It's sacred in network marketing. And this is all based on what you could put into the business. You can't base it based on what Lisa and I do because we're both full-time. But I don't want you to all use it as your excuse. Because you have to have, something has to give. You got to sacrifice something. And you got to put it in your calendar. What do I always say? Schedule your success. Get a calendar and mark your work hours, number one. I'm looking at my notes that I wrote. These notes that I wrote almost 15 years ago, 20 years ago. First thing, I got, get a calendar and mark your work hour. I don't care what they are, but this is your calendar. You're employing yourself. You're employing yourself for what? Financial independence. And I said it before, you got to understand there will be sacrifices you will have to make. If your goals are big enough and your dreams are large enough, you will figure out your calendar. And you got to put only money-making activities on the calendar. Now, I think I was looking at Twyla's calendar. I think it was Twyla, right? She has it scheduled. 8 in the morning, whatever it is, whatever time it is, Diamond Zone. Diamond Zone every day. Then she has the opportunity briefings. And I like that you could see that. But here's where I would critique it. And I know this might not be her personal calendar, but she's reminding herself when the activities are. I'm sure her other calendar has her money-making activities on it. Because unless I'm funneling people into those calendar of events, you're going to make no money. In other words, if only thing you do is get on Diamond Zone, great. Pat yourself on the back, but you're not going to make any money unless you take the information that we give you every day and put it into action. Now, here's where people struggle. What are money-making activities? The only money-making activity that's going to earn you money is for you to be connecting with people, period. That's the only thing we can do. We need people to use our product. And when someone uses our product, we make a commission. People times product purchased equals earnings. Well, we don't have a storefront where people come to us, right? So we got to be the connectors. That's our job. That's the only money-making activity. Now, here's what's so special about today's multi-level. You could connect many different ways. But let me ask you a question. Do you have your plan for connections every day? Every day you got to be making what? You got to put your number down. 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 connections. How many touches you have to put out there to get your connections? Touches, text messages, LinkedIn, Facebook, touches, right? To make a connection and a conversation ensues. Or if I'm out and about, I'm at the gym, right? You're at a networking event. These are connections. And the more connections you make, the more money you earn. Those are the only money-making activities. Fill your calendar with money-making activities. That's going to help you do what? Now, maximize your time. It's amazing what happens. If you just, can we all just for 1 second, just talk for 1 second? Listen, if you put today, as an example, 3 to 4 connecting time, be honest. If you really put forth 1 hour of solely to connect with people or reach people, how many people could you touch? If you really, really did it, I don't know, 40, 50, 60, 100? And how many of those people, just for 1 hour? See, these are the things that we avoid. I know it because I struggle with it. I know, I'll be honest with you. Of course. But you know what? If you schedule it like I did my job, then that's my time. Oh, okay, money-making activity. Okay, 4 to 5, I got to connect. Or you schedule what? A networking event. Or even if you're out there shopping, your awareness is different. That's all. Because guys, without people coming into your business, and I'm telling you, the person who pushes a snowball up the hill in the beginning is you. If you have any type of a group, whatever that is happening with that group is gravy. You're the turkey, right? They're the gravy. Right, you got to have turkey in order to put the gravy on. We're the ones that have to keep recruiting. That's the money-making activity I'm talking about. And create a series, just like I used to do with Bally's. I would create a series of punishment and rewards based on the results for yourself. Remember, you're your own boss. So there's got to be a consequence that you have to put forth if you don't do it. But you also got to reward yourself if you do it. Whatever that may be. Okay, but there should be a consequence if you don't do it, right? If I was hiring you, if I hired you today, everybody on this call, and I'm going to pay you, let's say, what, $10,000 a month. Guaranteed, every single one of you are now hired. 108 of you are hired at $10,000 a month. You have to answer to me, though. You know what you'd have to do? Well, first of all, I would do this. I would send you your schedule. Here's your schedule, everybody. Ready? 9 to 5. Let's just do a basic schedule. I'll even give you an hour lunch. But I'm going to pay you $10,000 a month. Everybody listening to me now, you're going to get $10,000 a month. Do you think I would have a schedule for you of exactly what you would have to do? And you have to answer to me every hour on what you're doing. Does that sound familiar? See, but if you remove that and you put yourself as self-employed, what do most people do? Nothing. Now, how long do you think I would keep all of you? If you got the same results, you produced the same results that you did last month. How long would your job keep you? Some of you had great months. I'm not beating up anybody. I'm just getting you guys to think. I hope you understand this. How long do you think someone would keep you employed at $10,000 a month? They wouldn't. They say, listen, in order for me to afford you, I'm going to give you 60 days, right, to make sure you're proving yourself that you're starting to get traction. Because every employer knows, I knew it took 60 days for them to fill up their Bally funnel with enough leads to start to see the results. Sound familiar? It's the same thing. It's the same thing, only most of people that come to us come with a job mentality. And when you remove that, people are lost. It's amazing. When someone doesn't tell people what to do every day, they're lost. Well, I'm telling you what to do. This is how you maximize your time. Please get your schedule. And we're not waiting till 2018, by the way, guys. We're starting today. We're starting now. I start at Monday, okay? We want to work through 2018. It's amazing. I talked about it yesterday. Oh, it's Thanksgiving. Okay, blink your eye, and now it's Monday again. Because Thanksgiving isn't one day. No, Thanksgiving, now there's Black Friday, and now there's leftover turkey on Saturday, and there's great football games on Sunday. You blink, it's Monday. Blink again, it's December. Blink again, it's January. And what did you do for 60 days? Now you got to fill up your funnel. And guess when your funnel is full if you start in January? March. We lost half the year, a quarter of the year. Unless we make the decision, start now. Start now. And the other thing you got to do, guys, you got to create and surround yourself with people that will support you. Now, remember I said that when I go to Thanksgiving, I'm going to surround myself with negative thinking. And I'm not being mean. It's just my family. If they were on the call, I'd say the same thing. It would make no difference. It's just what it is. And I got to muster everything based on the conversations I know I'm going to hear. And it's going to make me absolutely nuts. But you know what? I'll just drink a lot of wine because that's the only way I get through it. And I'm just telling you. Because I know my mom and dad, I know the conversations there, I know my sister and her husband. Okay, I know all the dynamics. They all know what I do, and guess what? They won't even bring it up. What I do will go unsaid for the 6 to 8 hours I'm there. Is that not amazing? Now they see every Facebook post, they see all the rewards we're getting, but they won't bring it up. They won't even talk about it. They won't even say, how's your business? It'll go unsaid. But you know what? I understand that. I understand where they are. So don't feel bad. My point is this. You gotta always surround yourself. I could never be around that for more than one day. And then I gotta do it in Christmas. Right? When I go see my mom, I take her to lunch, right? It's just, I understand. Okay, I talked to her yesterday. Guess what the first 40 minutes, before I even said anything, guess what the first 40 minutes was? Everything wrong. She has this, she has that, she's got an infection, she's got to go in for a colonoscopy, blah, 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 blah. I felt like, give me a gun after the first 40 minutes. Can you guys, some of you relate to this? And she goes, what's going on with you? Huh? Never once, how's the business? And then negativity, negativity, negativity. How long can you stay around that? But it's my mother, love her. And I listen. Then the one thing she wanted to talk about, right? Because she knows I watch it. I know you guys are going to think I'm weird. Okay, what did you think about Dancing with the Stars last night? That was the only positive. Did you see so-and-so? Did you see Whitney? Did you see this person? Wasn't that a great dance? That was the only positive out of that call. Okay, but it's my mom. You guys, surround yourself with people who are positive. You got to crush procrastination. If you're going to set your calendar and maximize your time, you got to crush procrastination. I love this one. This is the killer for most people. Big part of that is getting around positive environment. Here's another tip for crushing procrastination. Pick something easy. Start with something easy on your daily goal. Okay, it's easy to get on Diamond Zone. Great. Step one, boom, reward yourself. After today, hey, I was on Diamond Zone. That is a step in my business. Now pick something else easy. Okay, I'm going to set my schedule today. That's easy. Reward yourself. Then next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to really schedule my hours of money-making activities. That's easy, right? You know what the hard part is? As Eric Worre says, eat the frog. Eat the frog now. Now I've set myself with a couple of things easy, right? Now eat the frog. You know what eating the frog is? Start connecting. That's eating the frog. Pick up the phone and talk to somebody. Do your Facebook post, right? Connect with people. When I say connect with people, right, there's a conversation ensuing. That's eating the frog in our business. As hard as that is to believe, that's eating the frog here. Talk to somebody in a traditional business and they say, what's your biggest struggle in multi-level? Eating the frog. Well, what does that mean? Talking to people. That's your hardest struggle, talking to people? Are you kidding me? You don't have overheads. You don't have rents. You don't have a payroll yet you have to make every week? No. Toughest part we have to do is talk to people. You see, you got to make fun of it. But that's eating the frog with us. That's the number one thing most people avoid, is connecting. When you embrace that and you get that down, you can't spend the money, everybody. You can't spend the money when you eat the frog. That's my analogy. I heard it from Eric this weekend, eat the frog, and I'm just sharing that with you. And then what do you got to do? Become a do-it-now person. Do it now. I forgot what speaker I heard this from. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it now. Have you ever heard that? Okay, I'm going to make my calls. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it now. I love that. Do it now. Don't wait, because what's going to happen? Here's the excuses. They surround you every day. Well, wait a minute. I can't pick up the call. I can't connect. I got to get more coffee. Procrastination. Oh, now that I got more coffee, you know what? I'm hungry. I got to eat something. Then after you eat something, you go, oh, no, I can't make the phone call. I got to go to the bathroom. Right, you see what I'm saying? But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it now. That's what I'm talking about. This is how you crush procrastination, guys. The MLM structure, by design, gets you around successful people. As you all know, right? It gets you around successful people. That's why we say it's important to be at the events. I'll ask you all again, how many people will be here in January? Well, let me not ask that. Are you going to be here in January? Well, I got that. You figure it out. But I figure it out. Figure it out. Why will we keep telling you things that doesn't work? Do you think I make money when you buy the $199 ticket? You know what Eric Worre cost us this paycheck or this trip? $3,000. Yeah. Hotel, food, the tickets, right? $3,000. But that's the only investment I have in my company is in ourselves. The investment you make here is in yourself. Can you imagine that? That's the investment. What are you worth? That's why I went back to my beginning. I am what? I am worthy of personal development. I am worthy of continuing to invest in myself. If you don't, you know what you're saying? You have negative talk. Do you think you're worth $3,000? I'm just using that number. $3,000? What would it be worth to you in the next 1 to 3 to 5 years? By surrounding yourself with that group of people. See, that's what it is. It gets you around it by serving. Okay, here's the thing you want to understand. Everybody wants the attention, right? We know without a doubt. People want attention. And you can only give attention as you grow your business with the people that are doing the right things. But this is just how I'm wired. If I wasn't involved in all the VIP type things, that's what drove me. I don't know, call me arrogant, call it ego, I don't care what you call it. But if there was a VIP, I had to be there. If there was a special dinner, I had to be there. Right? If there was a special meeting, before the meeting, I had to be there. That's what drove me. I hated to be left out. I hate to be left out. That's just how I'm wired. I always, and that's how I got leadership attention when I first got involved in network marketing. I got their attention because I strive to want to be there. That's what fueled me. If a meeting went off that I could have qualified for, it made me absolutely nuts if I wasn't there. And Lisa's the same. She's worse than me. She's worse than me. We got to be there. We got to figure it out. And so that's how we got leadership's attention. Best way to get your leadership's attention is rank advance. Because they're always looking. I'm always looking in my group. Oh, look at this guy. Now let me tell you who got my attention at Eric Worre. I'm going to use this story. I'm sitting there at the Eric Worre event, and I get a text. He says, "Hey Jeff, it's Carlos. I hope he's on the call. I hope Terry's on the call." He goes, "It's Carlos. I'm here at the event." Now, to me, Carlos, I got to be honest, I didn't know who it was. I said, "Who are you? And who's your sponsor?" And he told me the sponsor. I didn't know the sponsor. Then he told me that person's sponsor. Didn't know them. I said, "Who's above that person?" I said, "Terry Bernay." Well, Terry is one of our diamonds. He's in my group. And he goes, "I'm in the back general admission row, almost the last row in the whole conference." And I'm texting with him because I'm in VIP. And I said to him, I said, "Where are you from?" He goes, "Canada." He goes, "I had to get here. I figured it out. And I got enough money to buy general admission seats." I'm thinking to myself, here's some desire. He goes, "I'd love to meet and take a picture with you." I said, "Of course." We met, right? At one of the breaks, okay, we met afterwards for a cup of coffee, and we started to talk. Truck driver, all the desire in the world. Spent about a good hour just talking about his situation. And here's what he said that got my attention. He goes, "You know what? I've made a decision to make a change in my life because of this, this, and this." And I'm not going to tell you what that is, but that's personal to him. But it drove him so much that he had to make a change. And guess what? He got involved with us a year ago, but has done nothing. But something happened that triggered him to come to that event. And you know what he said to me? He goes, "Jeff, you know what I just did?" I go, "What?" He goes, "Because I understand where I'm going with this. I just bought a 10-pack. I said, "What?" He goes, "Oh yeah, I just bought 10 tickets to the next Eric Worre event." because I plan on having 10 people with me. Lisa's almost crying. He goes, I see this. He bought a 10-pack, it was like $3,000. That's going to be my motivation, because I'm going to fill those 10. I'm getting emotional right now. I'm going to fill those 10 seats. And that, he got my attention. I said, you know what, brother? With that desire, okay, we're going to figure this out, and we're going to get you to Diamond this pay cycle. Did a call with him yesterday. He goes, you know what? I made my decision now. I'm leaving my truck driving job in 30 days. Just matter of fact. He goes, I got to get to $2,000. I got to get to $6,000 a month. That's all I need. And I'm going all in on this business. Now, I walked him through some of the things to think about before he makes that particular decision. Okay, but do you see what desire is, guys? Do you see that? I just got the chills again. I bought a 10-pack because I'm going to have 10 key leaders with me this time next year. And I'm going to use the tickets as incentive for people that rank advance on my team. I didn't tell him this. I just met the dude. Terry didn't tell him this. He just made a decision because certain things happen. And he said, you know what? Something's got to give, man. Am I going to be a truck driver my whole life? Am I at the cost of my health? Because he has some health issues. We talked about that. He goes, no, I'm done. I am successful. And I said this to him. He goes, Jeff, I'm shy. I go, no, you're not. You're successful. He says, Jeff, I am a truck driver. I said, no, that's what you do for money. You're not a truck driver. You are an entrepreneur. He goes, I got it. I'm successful and I'm an entrepreneur. No, you're not an introvert and a truck driver. Stop telling yourself that. And I want you guys to stop telling yourself that. Every single person here, you are the most successful people on the team. You made a decision to change. Just that alone, and I say it all the time, I'm going to repeat it again. Just by you making a decision makes you a leader. Do you understand that? The decision to become made you a leader and gives you permission to lead others that haven't made that decision yet. Do you understand that, right? They're complaining about your situation. You made a decision to do something about it. Now you got to do the work. And that makes you even a better leader. Now that you put forth your goals, you've employed yourself, you're the boss of your own calendar, you're going to maximize your time, you're going to crush procrastination, and you're going to have clearer daily goals, not weekly, not monthly, not yearly, daily. You can't get past the day and think about the week unless you do things daily. And you can't think about the week until the month until you have weekly goals. You want to set a long-term goal, but you got to reverse engineer it now. And the more things that you start to commit to makes you a better leader. But I want you to all know you are a leader just by you making the decision to become an entrepreneur. And that's what your initial decision did. So when you make that phone call, you need to start giving direction. Let me tell you what I did and why I did it. And I thought of you. And that's the connection training that I did. Go back to YouTube, watch it. These are the things that makes you special, guys. Walk differently. I was telling Carlos, walk differently, confidently. You have what everybody wants, brother. You just got to believe it. Who doesn't want something we offer? Here we go again. Put a value on your business. Every single person, if Nat and Chanita have a $80 million business, so do I. They just put a value on it. And that's what I want you guys to do. This is how you take your business to the next level, everyone. So I hope you took some notes. how to employ yourself. You made that decision, but the boss of your calendar is the key. You're the boss. You're the only one looking. What do you do when no one's looking? That's the big question. Maximize your time. Excuse me. Crush procrastination and have your clearly daily goals. So guys, I appreciate you more than you know. I believe in you more than you know. Okay? And this is what I want to happen. I want to have a Diamond Zone celebration at the next big event. Okay? I want rank advancements. I want everybody here to achieve whatever it is they want to achieve. And the support will always be here. So, see you tomorrow morning. Remember, 12 and 6 today, but it's not on diamondzone.world. It's on worldgnonline.com. Okay? Listen to Mike Sims. He's a phenomenal leader. Okay, let me say goodbye to everybody. Hang on. There they are. There's Lynn. Lynn and Sue. Hey, guys. Hey, Chris. Hey, everyone. Have a great day. See you guys.